Hello everyone and welcome to another Halloo Sees It review. Today I am reviewing Boulderball. This is a portable rock climbing wall, a puzzle for one individual to test their rock climbing skills, test their grips. There includes puzzles and all sorts of things, so we're going to show you what this is all about. This is made in Italy, and I'd like to thank them for providing a copy for review. So this is actually really cool and really fun. I do enjoy the rock climbing walls and things that I've done in the past. For me, it's been a challenge because I do struggle sometimes with the gripping, and especially with like my whole body weight supported just by my fingers gripping these small little things. So I was excited to try this out, and it is really fun. Let's open up the box. So when the Boulderball comes, it comes packaged in this box here, and it comes in pieces. So the first part of this is really kind of like a puzzle to put together. So if you open up this here, it shows how to piece this together. There's some videos there. Took a little bit, as to get familiar with the different components and pieces. But you have, and it might be kind of hard to see in the video, but these connectors, these black pieces, are going to form up around these other, the grip pieces. And there's just these little grooves on each of these color pieces where that black piece comes in and the other piece comes in. And so it's just really kind of like a pressure fit in there. And as you develop that, you keep adding more and more of these black pieces. And once you get the ball established with kind of the larger grips, then you're gonna go in with these smaller sizes to finish it up. So that was fun. That was the first element of the Boulderball, is just kind of like a 3D puzzle, putting it together. You can see here there's different types of grips. So these larger ones here have a little bit of texture on the inside, but they are the kind of recessed portions, so you can grip it with your fingers, your thumbs, as you go from grip to grip. Then there are the little block pieces or whole pieces here, where you are gripping it from the outside and have little holds there. And then as you can see, there's also some smaller sizes, smaller recessed areas that are smooth, and some of the larger block pieces sticking up as well. So that being said, I think the ball looks great. It's got a great visual appeal to it. I took it to my company's safety fair, and we had it on the table. Drew a lot of attention. People really liked and enjoyed kind of the concept and shifting around. So I've really enjoyed it, and others have also really enjoyed it that I've shown it to. So this is not all that comes in the box though. So they do include, I haven't really messed around with this much, honestly, because I don't want to make a mess inside the house, but there are a couple of chalk sticks included, so that you could create some of that chalk dust to help with the grip of the Boulderball as well. So that's very nice that they included that. We also have some cards here. So there are some different puzzles or different levels that you can include, that you go from step to step to step to see if you can make it to the top of the mountain, so to speak, complete the puzzle. There is a free app that you can download or access via web browser. Log in there, They have these basic sets in here. They call this set the Famous Mountains. You have Kilimanjaro, the Matterhorn, Mount Everest, Half Dome. So you have these different puzzles named after these different mountains. If you go on to the app, there's additional puzzles that you can do. There's also free access to some kid puzzles for the kiddos. They present a little bit simpler challenge. In most of these challenges we'll talk about, you can have only 3 fingers on the ball at a time, 3 grips. So before you go to the next level, you have to let go of the oldest grip that you've had on the ball before you move on to the next one. With like the kid version, they say, hey, you can have 4 fingers on the ball at any one time. But there's different modes here. The general mode will show you what that looks like for the basic puzzles here. We also there are some dino puzzles that basically we'll talk about that in a second. So there's some different ways to go. There's also some free climbing, kind of tips and just ideas of the different holds as you are experimenting with the ball itself. Let's go ahead and show you a puzzle though, what these look like. This is level 1, Kilimanjaro. And as you can see here, pretty straightforward. We're going to start here. We're going to end here. They are numbered, and then they have color and some of the symbols here as well. So you'll notice these are all large size, whereas on this card here, you'll see these are the smaller size pieces. I will say some of the smaller ones and everything can be a little bit challenging with the colors, trying to figure out some of those. Maybe that's just me. With like the dark gray, there's like a light gray and a dark gray, and a black. And that's kind of the biggest one for me. There's also a light green and a dark green, which could be a little challenging, but see, you have your white here, your gray, and your like black, or maybe it's a dark blue with that. So sometimes that's a little bit of a issue. I was like, okay, which one is it referring to? As you can see here, there's different puzzles, and before I attempt the first one for you on screen, you can see there's some different levels, level 3, 4, 5, Denali. They have, these ones are cracked, so there's some specific ones here where you are going to put like 2 fingers within that hold. So some really cool concepts, and been really enjoying it. But just a quick kind of example here. So I'm gonna find the light green one that is raised. And my first hold is gonna be between this and this orange one right here. So I find that on the ball, and I can either use 2 from the same hand, I can use a finger, thumbs, whatever, from different hands. So let's go ahead and just start there. When we have those 2. Once you've gripped it, the idea is that you are not going to support the ball now in any way, right? I can't set it on the table, and that wouldn't be much fun with it. So I have to raise this up, and now I can't put this down. So I'm going to go to the third one, is our light gray piece right here. So I could, and let's just go ahead and do that. I can go ahead and grip it with my thumb. And before I go to 4, I need to, which is this one here, I need to let go of the first one, number 1 here, which is this light green. So let going of that. I'm now gripping it by 2 and 3. Now I can go to 4. All right, and so now I'm gonna need to let go of the orange one, so I'm gonna be gripping it with my thumb and yellow. And now I need to find the 5 white. And maybe before I let go of that orange, I will find that white. So there's the white right there. It's gonna be my other go. So let's let go of that orange. And let's see, maybe I can climb over here, grab it with this finger, because I'm gonna be letting go of 3 next to hold on to 6, which is that brown one there. So I'm gonna let go of this number 3 gray, and we're left with 4 and 5. And oh, this is tough. So you can reposition fingers, but you can't change fingers once you've gripped this. I'm gonna grab it with this finger here. May not be the best, but that's what I'm doing right now. So we got those. We got 4, 5, and 6. We're gonna let go of the yellow now. I'm gonna be gripping it with these 2 fingers, going for the 7, which is that one there, just above that brown. Whew. Okay, so I gotta let go of the yellow. I'm gonna come over here. Oh, wrong one. The green. And we're gonna let go of the yellow, which, I already did that. So what's next? The next is the white. So I'm gonna slowly shift my finger over. Oh, I'm holding it by the thumb because I know I'm gonna drop it. Okay. So we got those 2. Oh geez, we gotta go to the orange, which again, I should have looked first because I can't. I'm gonna need to grab this other one to see what I'm doing. Okay, the orange is over there. Can I reach it? Ooh. Okay, sorry. I couldn't see that very well. But I made it to the orange. So we have the orange. We're looking for the darker or the light gray 9. And we're gonna be letting go of the brown one there. All right, so I'm looking for gray, which is right there. All right. We're gonna be letting go of the 6. And that gives you a good idea, right? Let's see if I can actually, so I'm gonna be letting go of the 6. I have these 2, and I'm going for the 9. Let's do this. Okay, then we're gonna be letting go of the 7 and holding on to the 10 light green raised here. And really that will end up with those 2. Success! And that is level 1. So it's really fun, it's interesting, it poses some dexterity and some interesting decisions, and you get kind of more familiar with, okay, looking ahead, and sometimes you kind of have to plan ahead, right? So maybe it's convenient just to grab it with a thumb, but maybe it would be easier to grab it with a finger given the next type of hold that you're gonna do. So that's interesting, and it's really kind of challenging in some of those situations. You know, people, when they look at this, we talk about it, some other things kind of come up, right? It's almost like a twister ball, right? Where these puzzles are basically telling you, hey, you need to go to this location. And I think you can kind of have fun with that. You could kind of make your own version of a twister ball with this, and you could say left hand, or left hand, you need to do a finger or a left hand thumb or something like that, or you can call out the fingers. You could, I think you could come up with like your own little spinner or something that could do right hand, left hand, fingers, thumbs, whatever, with the different colors to kind of make up your own game there. But yeah, the puzzles are fun. They are interesting. They provide, again, lots of various different types of holds that you're going to have to do and experiment with as you go through all of these different puzzles. So the dyno mode is interesting because the dynos here, instead of 3, you max of 3 fingers on the ball, whenever you have a dyno, you're going to be going from these 2 finger holds. So, and they're not too bad here, right? We've got a white and a yellow. It would be these 2 finger holds, but I'm gonna let go of the ball. I'm gonna let go of the ball and I need to grab it by this small 7 and this 6. So it's basically rotating. I'm gonna rotate, throw up the ball, rotate it, and grab it by these 2 fingers. So quite challenging. It's really hard to do with like this much open space between the table. You really need to do this one kind of like standing up, or at least with more space. I'm a little bit limited with the camera here, but really kind of a cool, fun technique, these dyno type things. So there's some puzzles that are basically a bunch of those. This one here is just going from one dyno to the next. So a lot of that. Really, really cool. They have this free climbing card, which again, just kind of gives an idea of the different types of grips. So climbing using the pockets, climbing using the blocks that stick out, block to block using the pinch technique, the crack climbing where you basically, right, are in the same large thing, but you're actually holding it with 2 fingers like spread out like this. Very challenging in this to do it. And I think it's like for cases like this, it's like that chalk might be really helpful, right? So yeah, they give some different techniques that you can kind of play around with. Climb with the snaky technique. Start with 2 fingers on of the same hand by jumping forward with the first finger and follow with the other one. So there's some different techniques that they give you. There's also this one here is a skywalk. So climb only using your thumbs and stay at least 7 seconds on each grip. So there's all sorts of different challenges here. And again, they have an app where you can download even more. So Boulderball, really enjoyed it. It's made of a really nice, sturdy plastic. You do need to put it together, but it was kind of fun putting it all together, and we've had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, that is Boulderball. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, if you'd like to see some more content with the Boulderball, put it in the comments. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Boulderball, great little puzzle, great little solo portable climbing wall, if you will. So that is how Lou sees it and climbs it.